Originally from New Mexico, please put your hands together for Sara Geimer right here, everybody. Sara!
Hi, my name's Sara Geimer. How are you guys doing? Are you having fun so far? Make some noise if you're having fun tonight. Anybody come here on a date? Good for you. I have to tell you guys, if you have a significant other or if you're dating, I always recommend going to a comedy show on a date because it really limits the amount of time you have to spend actually talking to the other person. It's great, because dating is hard, right? Like, I've been having a really hard time dating, especially because I'm married. It's like extra hard. I'm just kidding, I'm not married anymore. I'm actually celebrating my divorce. And I just found out that here in the state of Florida, when you get divorced, you have to go in front of a judge and you have to say the reason why you want to get divorced. And if it's not a good enough reason, they can make you stay married. Yeah. And so my husband and I, we kind of started to sweat a little bit because we didn't want to go in there and be like, we both want to find someone else who makes more money. So my husband was like, okay, well, you know the truth, like just say something vague. And so we go in there and the judge was like, what's the reason for divorce? And my husband said, irreconcilable differences. And I said, whores. I love them. I love whores. That was good enough, so now I'm divorced. I do have to be honest with you guys because I feel like you can probably tell, but even though I'm a comedian, I actually have really horrible stage fright and anxiety, but check me out, I'm up here, I'm doing it, get my dick wet. I'm using that, right? I said that at a show recently and the guy was like, oh, you can't say that here at this club, we only do clean comedy. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't say dick. And he was like, no, you can say dick, you just can't say dick wet. And so I told my family, and my mom was like, what if you said damp? And then my brother said, or moist. And I was like, ugh, I don't think you can say dick moist in any place where there's people. It's really hard to do clean comedy. Like, we had a little talent show at my work recently, and the intern who was organizing it came up to me, and she was like, Sara, I know you do comedy. How long could you tell jokes for? And I was like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And she was like, it has to be appropriate for work. And I was like, okay, yeah, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Because where I work, it's like kind of conservative. I do engineering for a company that makes sex robots. Actually, that's the only thing that we don't make, but I know it's so popular right now, so I went in, I suggested it to my boss, and I was like, I really think there's a lot of money in this. I think that we should make sex robots. And he was like, no way. I can't believe that you would think that we would want to be associated with anything even remotely sexual. Like, come on, Sara, we're above that smut. This is Siemens, for God's sakes. I've been having a hard time as a comedian too, because like being a new comedian, it's kind of like being the new kid at like a really like fucked up high school. There's all this drama. Like, you guys wouldn't believe the things that go on. Like, I'm talking about like rumor spreading, Facebook trolling, shit talking. Those are just the things that I've been doing. The other comedians are even worse. Like, this guy came up to me and he said he overheard another comedian talking about me behind my back. And apparently she was like, what does that skinny bitch even know about comedy anyways? I was like, oh my God, this girl barely even knows me. And she thinks I'm skinny? That is so sweet. And then this other guy, this like pervert, came up to me and he was like, what's the difference between jam and jelly? So So of course I was like, well, I mean, we all know that it's made from fruit and sugar and indigestible carbohydrates such as pectin. And I think jelly is made from fruit juice, but jam is made from crushed fruit. Not to confuse it with preserves, which are made from syrup, and marmalade. Don't even get me started on marmalade. And then 20 minutes later, I was like, why did you ask? And he was like, I think I want a blowjob. I don't even know. But the most offensive thing, I think, was this meme that this one comic posted, and it was like all of these pictures of these really beautiful, like cleavagey girls, and each one had the name of a fast food restaurant underneath it, and then the caption was like, where are you eating tonight? So of course, all the comedians had to comment things like, well, I'd pick Taco Bell because I like a girl who's extra hot. Or I'd pick McDonald's because I like a girl who's fast and easy. Or I'd pick Chick-fil-A because I like a girl who's super polite but secretly has radical conservative values. And I was like, you guys, this is so degrading and so misogynistic. And obviously KFC is the hottest one. Come on, she's finger licking good. You guys have been awesome. There's a few more comments coming up. We'll bring back the host.
Wait, I don't have any flowers. Can I give you a kiss instead? Woo! One more time for Sara Geimer right there, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of flowers more often,